And so you could say, hey, that shoe is fake. No, it isn't, right? So that's just the first feature that we can highlight, which is basically verifying that the shoe that you have is actually fake or not fake. So the NFT has all the information about the shoe, and it represents an NFT right now on HTS. So that information is immutable. It's only issued by the authenticator, by the person that says the shoe is authentic. And then we have different features where you can actually see what's new. We can invite you to this virtual fashion show. So it really creates a new engagement channel with the consumer that actually holds the shoe. You can actually report the shoe as stolen, right, or lost. And then you can transfer the ownership. You can transfer it to a different phone number. The person receiving it will claim ownership, and the NFT is being transferred to the other person. We have other things such as the verification. So it's Suku verified. The NFT is on the blockchain. This is telling me that I'm the verified owner. The item is safe. It's a new item, and then I can actually see the ownership history, right? And so we are looking at a way to create my own closet. Right now, I have my AJ's Infinite shoe. And then we have integrated with authenticators such as Legit Grail, Legit App, and we have a way to integrate with StockX, where when you have the confirmation that the shoe is authentic, you can then come to Infinite, get a tag, put it on your shoe, and that's how you actually create NFTs and create a digital representation for what you own. And so this allowed us to create this concept not only of digital titles and transferable shoes through NFTs, but also this concept of infinite marketplace. What if every single shoe in the world is infinite authenticated with an infinite tag? Now you can access to pretty much anyone in the world that has a shoe. So if you're looking, for example, for a Retro 4 Off-White, and it's not on eBay, it's not on Stadium Goods, it's not on Goat, you come to the infinite marketplace, and you can actually send a message, an anonymous message, to anyone that has that shoe that has been authenticated. So by becoming a buyer of the shoe, by authenticating the shoe, you become a seller instantly without even knowing. Like, you might have 20 different shoes in your closet that you don't want to sell, but there might be someone interested in actually buying the shoe for $2,000, and you get an offer.
All right, everybody. Welcome back for another one. And I wanted to start this video off with that clip showing the demo for this product called Infinite by Suku. So I told you Suku was in my portfolio, and this is one of the products that they are working on. And the token itself is going to be NFTs issued on the HEDERA Token service. So if you want to watch the entire video, it's definitely interesting. Go ahead and check it out right here on YouTube. So jumping into it, I just got some main points that I want to highlight for you guys that really stuck out to me in the presentation. Some key facts here that make this, crypto project itself really stick out to me. All right, to me, I'm really bullish on it, and I'm going to show you why. All right, so some highlights. One of the biggest takeaways for me is that they partnered with Avery Dennison to build this chip out that goes in the shoes. Right, so they said it took 10 months of testing to build the durable chip that can't be removed. Like, I guess if you try to take it out, they said it will break, guaranteed. There's no way that you can remove it. But at the same time, it can handle you deciding to play basketball in the shoes or something like that, if that's what you wanted to do. So they also, so each time that the sticker, basically it is scanned, it generates a secure, unique number. It's called a SUN. That invalidates. So each time you scan it, it gets invalidated. It's just one-time scan just to verify the authenticity of the shoe, and you can't copy it like that. So also, the Infinite app, as they showed you, it allows you to verify the shoe history. As you saw there, you can go on there, see if it's real, where it's been, where it started, all that good stuff. But what's interesting there is you can also report the shoe stolen. So if the shoe is stolen. Somebody takes off with it. You just go into your app, report it's stolen. Okay, cool. So they can't go to the local whatever or go online and sell them for 10 grand because they've been reported as stolen online. Another cool part is if you did want to sell the shoes, you can just transfer the ownership of it right in the app as well. So, and also as he indicated there on the end, they eventually intend to have a marketplace where people can just go online, post all the shoes that they have, and people can go in there and literally sell them back and forth, peer to peer. Like, hey man, I really want these shoes. Let me get them from you for 5,000. All right, all interesting stuff. Continued. So they also said that they eventually want to move to bags, purses, rare purses, anything like that, paintings, and other real rare physical items, right? So the main thing for me with this NFT craze at this point is just like, yeah, it's cool, but will anyone use it? Like I've said before, I can definitely see people using rare video game items such as like a sword, or like they said, even these shoes you can have in the games, stuff like that. I can see that because I know that gamers are diehard. I know they'll go in there to go buy that rare fighting weapon that they wanted that no one else can have, that just outpowers everybody. I know people will be interested in stuff like that. They're also going to have infinite digital. So like I said before, they'll maybe have like digital shoes where you can have them in the game, nobody else has them. They'll have other scarce items for games, and that they're also going to have what they call drops from time to time, where you can go in and buy these scarce digital items that are on sale, kind of like an NFT offering, right? And then you can buy it at a low price and later on have that thing that nobody else has. So I can definitely see this all taking off. A couple main highlights as well that people need to realize, right? So they described in there why they chose HTS, which is HEDERA Token Service. A few of their main points was that right now it takes roughly $80 to mint an NFT on Ethereum, depending on the time of day or anything. It's so up and down and volatile, you never know what it's going to cost, right? Right now, it's currently $1 to mint an NFT on the HTS, right? Another thing that they said is they pay the transaction fees in the app to ensure that there's frictionless user experience. So the customer isn't worried about paying any fees. They just go in there and do whatever it is that they wanted to do. All right. So everyone's probably wondering, why is this necessary? Why does anybody care about this? Well, so as they highlighted as well, sneaker tags generally get removed because people don't want others knowing that they have some expensive shoes, right? And also, so you lose track that it was a verified shoe, can't verify it anymore. And as they indicate, it's also a big deal because only 3% of so-called sneakerheads keep their tags on. And I can verify from my experience that this is a popular industry. When I was in college, we would have this like business incubator thing where people would come to talk. And I had this one guy that came as a guest speaker once, and he was talking about how this was his entire business, that he would just go set up like sneakerhead meets where people would come to auction off basically rare shoes that they had for tens of thousands of dollars, and he had a few in there he was just showing. So I didn't know that was a thing, but I'm sure you've seen it. There's plenty of shoes out there going for thousands of dollars. So I see this as a perfect area to capture the true value of NFTs. I think that this company is definitely doing it right. So just a few highlights there, but I also want to dive into who are the founders and a lot of the connections that they have. Jonathan Lapchick, the guy that was doing the presentation, he is the CEO of Suku, right? And before that, he worked at Deloitte as a blockchain product manager, right? Before that, he was senior consultant for technology strategy. So obviously this guy is smart with blockchain and well connected, and he decided to move on to Suku, which is by Citizens Reserve. Well, Citizens Reserve and Deloitte are also connected as well. They're actually part of this thing called the Chamber of Digital Commerce, which I will get into on the back end of this, talking about a little more in detail all the members here. But if you come over here and click on Citizens Reserve, it takes you right to the Suku website. So obviously they're well connected, and it's clear where Jonathan came from as well, because Deloitte just happens to be an executive committee member here for the Chamber of Digital Commerce as well. So as you can see, this is all connected, and Suku might very well be one of those gems to look after. All right, but as I mentioned as well, their NFTs with shoes and bags and paintings and all that stuff are not the only thing they're doing. They're basically doing everything supply chain, tracking items from start to finish, trying to provide this transparency and truth in technology, basically. Another product that they actually have some DeFi as well. So you can go over here to their DeFi platform and lend or borrow Suku, USDC, and HEDERA HashGraph at the moment. Also, an important thing to look at is their token distribution. So, I was noticing that they only sold, as it says right here, all of the private sale tokens were sold to accredited US investors. So they didn't have some random token sale where everybody got to send whatever they wanted to anybody and just take money from people all over the world and then maybe get hit with a lawsuit later on as being a unregistered security, right? They avoided that. And I think that's a reason they're on Coinbase custody. Right? That's how it all started for me. One of my questions I guess I have at the moment though is right now it is an Ethereum token. I think they did this just for the token sale. To me, it looks like they might later on migrate over to HEDERA with their main network. I'm not really sure. Like I said, kind of a gray area for me there. Maybe they just sold them on Ethereum to get the fundraising, and then later on they will do a swap, right? We've seen that plenty of times, so that would make sense. Last but not least, like I said, wanted to review this Chamber of Digital Commerce with you real quick so you can see their connections and also see maybe a good starting point for you for research might be if you're new to the space or whatever, right? So the committee right here is Accenture, Anchorage, not going to name them all, right? You got Binance US in there, Bitrex, right? Big names, BNY Mellon, Citi, Deloitte, as I said, Discover, DTCC, Fidelity, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, eToro. Oh, there's HEDERA HashGraph. Of course they are. IBM, Maker, MasterCard, Microsoft. Oh, who's that? Ripple. Well, aren't they getting sued? Or maybe are they just trying to distract us and get us to sell that XRP? Visa. Right, I'm not going to go through them all, but these are the executive committee members, so these are the most important ones of them all, right? But also in the president's circle, you got Algorand, which I've talked about plenty of times as well. And then Digital Currency Group, which owns basically everything in crypto. Stellar right there. Wells Fargo. Oh, Orchid, that one's on Coinbase. But yeah, plenty more to research in here. Just wanted to point this out for you. I talked about Curve yesterday, how PayPal is trying to buy them now. They're a crypto custody platform that just so happens to be also partnered with Algorand. So like I said, these are all big names. They're all connected. And now you can see how this Suku is also connected with them as well. So I see some big potential there. I love the product, and it's basically like an unknown little market cap crypto that nobody's talking about right now, but I see big things. I love the idea of connecting these NFTs to real world products, and that's exactly what they're doing. Hope that was informative. As always, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.
Paper money is going away.
Yes.
And crypto is a far better way to transfer value than pieces of paper. That's for sure.
Without a doubt.
That has its pros and cons.
Just to clarify, Tesla's not going to start selling Bitcoin anytime
No,
soon.
we're not.
Okay, you heard it here first, even though everyone thought that.
Yeah, right.